Yo, what's going on, everybody? Jason Trio here with Bittrio.com. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Damn, I felt like we did Wednesday already. We didn't do March 2nd yet? All right, here it is. Today, March 2nd. And we have finally completed our PC build, our new PC build. And we got DCG Skippy breaking it down for y'all. He's excited. As are we. We are excited too. We're going to be going over our PC build real quick. I got a couple pictures. And then we're going to see how Evaverse runs on it. Hopefully OBS too. We got OBS going, streaming, recording. We bumped up our OBS. Actually, we had it on 6,000 kbps or some shit. Bit rate. I thought we were sitting at like 4,500, but no, we were at 6,000. So we kept that at 6,000, but we bumped up the resolution to 1080p and 60 frames per second. We had it on 720. Look at that shit though. I've been noticing that dudes be going up and down like glitching a little bit like that. I don't know if that's an Evaverse thing or what. So we went from 720p to 1080p, and we went from 30 frames to 60 frames. So looking at the Evaverse right now, it's about 70 frames chilling. We're just sitting here watching Skippy breaking on down for us. So let's go over our build here and see what we got. So we got the Discord over here. Let's pull this over. All right, here we go. So it looks like Moon's posting something too. Ooh, look at Moon's laptop. He's got the red lights. That's fresh, dude. And the mouse going on. Yeah, that's a nice laptop, dude. I like that. All right, so here's what we did right here. Here's our build. Bam! There it is. There it is. Looking at it here from this picture is like some room at the top, it looks like here. Looks like we need some room, or we got some room up there. And there's the build from the side. And I had all the lights set to blue, but then when I booted up this morning, it went back to like the rainbow and shit. I don't know if I have to adjust that or what I have to do. So what we have is the Lian Li PC011 dynamic case. It's a fresh ass case. It's big as hell though. It's super big, but it's fresh. Look at this thing. Got tempered glass on the front, got tempered glass on the side, and it looks awesome. The motherboard is an ASUS ROG Strix B5500F, and I got the Wi-Fi on it as well if I ever need it. I hook up to the LAN cable, but the Wi-Fi, dude, good thing I did need it, because when I installed Windows and I was booting up, I couldn't get the LAN drivers to work. Luckily, the Wi-Fi drivers worked, allowed me to do the system update and everything. The CPU is an AMD Ryzen 9 5900X. The RAM is G.SKILL Trident Z Neos. They got the RGB lighting up. Two 16 gig sticks in the second and fourth slot. I think it's B2 and A2. And I'm pretty sure that's the right configuration with this. So 32 gigs of RAM. The GPU, the graphics card, is a GIGABYTE AORUS Radeon RX 6700 XT, 12 gigs. Cost me $1,000 for that shit, dude. I mean, the MSRP is like $500, but you can't get them. All the fucking graphics cards are like double the price. So what are you gonna do? You're either gonna fucking not get it, or you're gonna pay twice the price, or you're gonna wait. Maybe they got some deals coming around. Fuck it, I just had to pay a G for that shit. It looks nice though. I actually got a little stand in the back here. You see this little stand to help support the weight of this behemoth. This graphics card big as shit, dude. Look at this thing. It's another reason why I like this case, because the case got so much room for airflow and everything. It looks really good. So that's the graphics card. The power supply is the EVGA SuperNOVA 1000 G+. It's in the back here on the other side of the case. You can't see it. 1000-watt power supply. Overkill, probably. But my last build had a 750-watt power supply, and I was like, you know what? I'm going big on this one, or bigger. My next build, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy on my next build. I spent about $3 grand on this build. My next build probably cost me like $5 grand. I'm gonna do a double graphics card build and just get all the hottest shit. Whatever I like, whatever's the cool shit that I think's good. Performance, I'm gonna do a lot of research. That'll probably be in a few years though, but I'm gonna just go all out on my next build. This is my third PC build and my cleanest by far. I never did a PC build that looks this fucking clean. This shit looks clean. I do have a few wires right here. This is the fucking CPU fan, whatever, header, and it's, I don't know what I gotta do, coil that shit up and stick it, zip tie it or something right there. But I ran the graphics card under and tight. I ran the motherboard power behind. I ran the USB behind. I ran all the fan cables behind the motherboard. Looks good. You'll see here, this is the CPU fan. This is the controller for the RGB here. It plugs into the CPU fan. And then this one here, I don't know what this wire is. This is something over there. I think it might be, I don't know what it is. And then this is the CPU power right here. So CPU power up top, motherboard power on the side. I pulled them in. Maybe this one could go straight up, I don't know. But next time I might get a radiator, a double fan radiator that'll pull these fans down a little bit, and it'll hide this part of the case up top here. For the SSD, we got a Samsung 970 Evo M2, 500 gigs in here. But I'm not using it. I had to hook an SSD up because all my shit. So I hooked an SSD up for my old PC, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna have this. I'm just gonna browse to my Brave browser and my other shit and my wallets. I'm gonna use the M2 SSD, the new one, as my boot. I'm gonna boot to Windows with that, and then I'm just gonna have an additional hard drive, my old SSD, which is like a brick SSD. It's the SATA, the bigger ones, and I'll just browse, and I'll use my browser from that, and that'll allow me to get into my wallets and shit. But no, it don't. I open my browser, it's like nothing. There's no extensions, there's no nothing. So maybe the extensions are installed on the user profile, the Windows profile. I don't know how that works, so what the fuck ever. Now I'm booting to my old SSD, and this M2, much faster hard drive, is going to be a storage drive. That's kind of shitty, I know, but I'd have to change all my shit, and maybe eventually I will, but right now I ain't doing that shit. So we're booting to the old SSD, the SATA drive, not the new M2 SSD, whatever. All right, the AIO cooler is a Cooler Master MasterLiquid ML240R. You can see right here, and it boots up here. And the fan system, we have 6 Lian Li Uni SL120s. 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3 here. All 6 of them are set to intake. So we got 6 intakes, 3 pulling from the base, 3 pulling from the side, and 2 lonely exhaust fans from the AIO are blowing exhaust. Now I know, according to my research, pulling in on the AIO is better to pull cool air through the radiator instead of blowing hot air from the case out. But these wires, it's my first time doing an AIO as well, and these wires, dude, they seem super tight. I didn't think I could get this on the side, and I didn't want to break anything. It felt good here. Plus, if I wanted to do intake on these fans, I'd have had to boot them around to the backside, and the RGB, you wouldn't be able to see the RGB front. You'd see the backside where the wire is, and the like the brace for the fan case, and I just didn't want to do that. I was like, fuck it, throw it up at exhaust. But it's cool, dude. It's cool. My CPU is chilling on idle at like 25 degrees Celsius. It gets up to like 26 degrees Celsius, but on idle, it is chilling. And then during gameplay, I seen it get up to like 40 degrees Celsius. So it's chilling. CPU is chilling, dude. It ain't even getting hot. I got mad airflow in here, dude. I'm pulling all 6 fans in and only 2 out. I mean, it's a wind tunnel in there. I got them on max too. I could put them back to normal and test that way, but right now they're just on max, and they're loud as shit too. Well, they're not loud as shit, but they're loud enough. I had to turn my music up and do all this shit. All right, so that's the build. That's the build, dude, and it's cool too. A lot of people have some cool builds. There was EBT dudes. They had some fucking builds too. These guys were showing their builds. These are the guys I chill with on H Hour, and I was telling them, yeah, I'm gonna build my shit. This is when I first had my shit, right? I got my RX 6700X ready to go. I had some Corsair fans and some Roswell fans, but the Roswell fans, it's gonna be a waste. I'm not gonna be able to use them. 50 bucks on nothing. Maybe I can give them to one of my scholars or something, dude. Mail them out to you guys if anyone needs some fucking fans. But it might cost more money to mail them. They were like 50 bucks. My Ryzen 9 5900X. I got some Corsair fans, my B55F motherboard, my power supply, my RAM, my SSD, and there it is, some thermal paste. And then I did that, and they started posting some shit like, oh, check out our build. So the J, look at the J. He's got a slick ass build. He's got 3, 6, 9. He's got 10 fans. I could do 10 fans in mine too. I only have 8. But my next, I could slap. I got the Corsair. I'm sure I have a fan slot, case fan, chassis fan on my motherboard open. I could do it, but I'm gonna test it. You know, we're gonna see. Here's Self-Inflicted's build. He's got a nice little build going on. He's got all these fans rocking out as well. Here's Death Gun's build. Death Gun's though, he's a little sloppy with his shit though. Check Death Guns out. He's a little sloppy, bruh. Death Gun's a little sloppy out here with his build. It still looks cool, but this is probably one of my first 2 builds. My wires that look like this, but not no more, bro. And here's the main thing, like if you're trying to have a clean case, this, I never knew this, but I found this out with this build. You have to buy a case where the power supply is on the other side of the case so you can slap everything around the back. My first 2 builds, the power supply, my first build was on the front at the top in front of the motherboard. How the hell are you gonna hide the cables? You can't. And my second build, the power supply is at the bottom in front of the motherboard. So how the hell are you gonna hide the cables? This is super hard. But if you get a case where you can put the power supply on the back side of the motherboard, then it's easy. Here's the J again with his different colors. So yeah, people rocking out with some cool builds. And it's a thing, you know how people like fucking cars and guns. Here's Death Guns doing his thing, and mods on that and shit. Well, people also like that shit. Oh damn, look at Thorfinn. People also like that shit on CPUs. Damn, Thorfinn got some shit. Thorfinn got some hot shit, dude. Look at Thorfinn's PC, bro. See, this is what I'm saying. People love this shit. It's fun as hell. It's real fun to build a PC and fucking play with that shit, dude. You know, now my mouse, I got a Hero G20, whatever. It's a cool mouse, but my keyboard sucks. I just got a regular Logitech K120, a shitty ass Logitech basic ass keyboard. Do I need a good keyboard? I don't know. I mean, I could get one that lights up to match my mouse. My mouse kind of lights up a little bit. But check out Thorfinn. Yeah, dude. Thorfinn shit looks tight, dude. That's what I'm talking about, man. People be building shit and loving that shit. All right, so that's the setup. That's the build. Let's try it now. Let's see. I do have my look at Skippy. He's still just dancing, bro. He's just dancing. Yo, Skippy, shout out to you, bro. You made it. He's got a halo. He's got it all going on here. He's got a golden halo. All right, I got my task manager up. So my CPU is at 28%. My RAM's at 30%. My SSD is at 16%. My better SSD is at 0%. Ain't doing shit, and it's better. And my GPU's at 33%. My GPU's 51 degrees. And my CPU, it doesn't tell me what my CPU is from the task manager. It should. But my GPU's working. Go put this up here. My GPU's the one working right now. It's at 54 degrees now. Uh-oh, I hit the gas. Alright, let's pull up the cool. Somebody got this to work too. Sometimes it tells people, yo, if you're trying to use Bittrio's NFT, the B logo, the B circle logo, people are trying to use it and it tells them, oh, it's not your wallet, you can't use it. But some people can use it, so that's weird. I wonder why some people can. They should do something where you can allow your guild to use your NFTs. That would be tight. That would be easy for me to make everybody NFTs too. So it looks good. It looks tight. I changed my settings in Evaverse as well. I changed everything up to ultra. Boom, put a boost right there, dude. They got to put another boost on that downhill. Stick a boost on that downhill. Whoa, I'm just floating now. So the GPU is only at 28%, but it's 55 degrees Celsius. Seems like it's running a little hot. I don't know. I might just turn those fans up to full blast too. And I wonder, like, dude, do you hurt the longevity of your fans if you just have them constantly running on full blast? You probably do, right? That would make sense. They're ball bearings or something. These Lian Li Uni SL120s. There's something ball bearings. They called them. I don't know. Bust your balls bearings. I think that's what they were called. We busting your balls. So $3 grand on the build. There it is. We did it. We spent $3 grand on a computer, y'all. What you know about it? Ooh, I made it through that box. All right, let's go. Is this shit over or what? Skill. It looks like it's running smooth to me. GPU's up to 40%. And you know, this is pretty much the game that I built it for. So shout out to Evaverse, dude. I saw Damos and I was like, dude, he's got his shit on ultra. He's got 14K or some shit. Fuck that, bro. I need to build a PC. I need to build a PC. So Damos inspired me with his fucking sick ass graphics. Plus, you know, I'm doing all this shit. My wife said to me too, that's what inspired me too. She was like, yo, if you're gonna be doing all this shit, you're gonna be making videos and streaming, you should have a good computer. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, yeah, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. I never thought of it like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. That's what I do. I just do shit without really planning ahead or anything. I just get shit done, get shit started. You know, that's how I am. I like that way because you don't sit around hee-hawing thinking about shit like, hey, what should I do? What should I do? Nah, bitch, get the fuck up and do it. You can adjust along the way, motherfucker, but you better get the fuck off your ass and do something, bitch. That's the style, man. That's my style. Just fucking do something, bro. You don't know what to get? Get something. You better get something. You better fucking get something, dog. You better buy something. You better fucking build something. You better make something of yourself. Stop trying to figure out what the fuck it is you're gonna do and just start doing something. All that shit, man, all that stuff just fills itself in. You figure out a ton of stuff. Damn. You figure out a ton of stuff just through experience alone. So why you waiting to like plan shit out like from reading a book and shit? That would be like I'm reading the owner's manual of the motherboard like non-stop. Like, dude, just assemble that shit. You gonna figure a lot of shit out. You might break some shit, but that's okay. Here's a funny story too, what I did with being the way I am, my style and shit. I fucking I was repairing my phone. So I had a Incredible. I had an old Android Incredible, but it was new at the time. And I dropped it or something. I broke the digitizer or the screen and or both, you know, whatever. So it was a new phone. I didn't want to buy a new phone, so I wanted to fix it. So I went out and I ordered the part. I ordered the LCD screen or the whatever it is. There's like 2 parts, LCD screen, and then I think it's called the digitizer. I got both of those pieces and I was like, all right, I'm gonna fix this shit. So I'm just trying to fix it and shit. And I'm like, how the fuck it clips into like the motherboard on the phone? I'm like, how the fuck do you get this damn clip? It's like, it was a ribbon cable. It was a ribbon cable that goes into the phone. And I'm pulling on it like, how the fuck? And I broke it. And I broke it. Then I was like, all right, I gotta figure this shit out, right? So I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, fuck. So the way it works is it folds up on the motherboard. It's like a flap. It's similar to a CPU port on a PC motherboard where that metal pole lifts up and then you could take your CPU out or put it in and then you pull it down to clamp it down. Well, these phones, these motherboards had the similar mechanism where you had to pull up the flap, the clamp, then you can pull the cable out. It comes right out. You can put the new cable in and then you clamp it back down. But I didn't know that. I had to break one to figure that out. So I broke it and I was like, oh shit. That's how you do it. All right, order another one. So I had to order a whole new other phone because I had broke the fucking clip on the motherboard. So this time I had to order the base, but not without the LCD and the digitizer. So then I did it. So that's learning right there, dude. And of course you could fucking learn by watching a video and doing shit like that. I do that too. The main point is just don't sit around and try to get everything perfect. Streaming is the same way. Social media, very similar. You're trying to get shit perfect. You want people to like you. Nah, dude. Don't even worry about that shit. Just get it going. Be yourself. And fuck everybody else, man. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just be cool and you'll be alright. That's it. You don't gotta fucking get all your ducks in a row and have everything perfect before you get started. You know why? Because then your bitch ass ain't never gonna get started. You're gonna get tired because it takes a lot of work. It's not just it's not just figuring out how to get started. That's the hard part. You gotta figure out how to get started. Then there's a bunch of other shit on top of that you got to figure out as you go. So man, dude, you spent all this time and energy waiting to get started. Then when you finally get started, you're gonna be like, oh shit, there's a lot more shit that I gotta learn. Oh fuck, you can be burnt out, you know. But if you could just learn little by little and just throw yourself in the fire, you'll learn so much. You'll learn so much faster even. And it's a lot more fun like that too, because you're being genuine, you're being real. Like, I don't have everything figured out, you know. People that try to act like they're know-it-alls and shit, they don't know what the fuck they talking about, dude. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Whatever, dude. And great, congratulations. If you do know what the fuck you talking about, guess what? I'm gonna learn that shit from you, dude. You know, that's another thing I am too, like how I try to be. Don't hide shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna share info, you know. If I know something, teach. I'm a teacher. I could teach. I'm gonna teach your ass. I could teach. Teaching is learning, for me at least. I'm pretty sure that's the way it is, but that's one thing that I've found. Teaching is actually learning, because when you teach, I learn. When I teach, I learn. So whatever there is to that, you know, there's probably some scientific shit, some psychological shit to that, but I guess it'd just be like reiterating the stuff and having your thoughts, questions, whatever, opposed from different angles, you know. Maybe it's something like that. Not 100% sure. That's how we do it, baby. All right, so the new PC, it's running good. 56 degrees Celsius, 31%. GPU and the CPU 21%. Chilling, man. We're doing all right. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. Later.